motivated to get back to the top tier of the league this season. Taking third at the 2012 World Cup, San Antonio XFactor lived up to their hype, re-energizing their squad and getting better as the year went on. They're looking more and more like a top team again. Paul Richards, a championship caliber coach, formerly a Tampa Bay Damage, has been brought in. XFactor's core of veterans is playing better than they ever have, with Grayson Goff leading the team on the stat board, Todd Morrow winning close points, and Colt Roberts dominating the D side. Recent pickup Billy Bernaccia played his heart out at the World Cup and really helped the team after a year-long struggle to find his form. Bernaccia is back for 2013, and he needs to play well in the Snake because they lost longtime XFactor vet Michael Kovar to Moscow Red Legion. Bernaccia is backed up by Archie Montemayor, one of the best players in the game. They also picked up Scott Kemp, a longtime Ironman who's hungry to help the team win. If all goes well this year, XFactor could be in the hunt for their first title.
And here we go, jumping right into the action. San Antonio XFactor taking on San Diego Dynasty. Dynasty streaking out over here. Tyler Harmon getting out on the Snake side of the field, and he gets taken out. And now here comes Alex Frazee and Ryan Greenspan. And it looks like they've lost both Alex Frazee and Tyler Harmon over here for San Diego Dynasty. On the flip side,
here comes Billy Bernaccia coming straight down the Snake as he knows that that side's wide open.
Yeah, Billy Bernaccia doing an awesome job here and able to get in a great position. And he's going to take out Ryan Greenspan as he tries to get out wide. So it's all San Antonio XFactor in this point to take the first one. And it looks like Dalton Vanderbilt gets stabbed also on that Dorito side as the last player left alive. Beautiful job by San Antonio XFactor. That's how you want to start a big game.
Yeah, they got two good shots in the break. Did really well at capitalizing on those shots, and then Billy Bernaccia getting down the Snake quickly and just shutting the field down.
Yeah, beautiful work.
That's like
that's
against
pretty
Dynasty,
textful.
that's how you want to start.
Great game plan, too. Got to give it up to Paul Richards for a great game plan. Able to isolate Tyler Harmon, shoot him out of that back spot over here on the Snake side, and then close the game out. And very thorough game by everyone over here on XFactor. There's Billy Bernaccia, 64th overall. A little low on the kill rating for his position, but still, Billy struggled in the early part of 2012 and has been picking it up since World Cup. And he's now, you know, he needs to be a fixture on this team. And when Billy plays well over here on the Snake side, XFactor is going to play well. And we're going to be right back with more of this XFactor and Dynasty matchup. Score is 1-0. See you in a second.
A&S Gear rocks the largest inventory of any paintball retailer. From our massive selection of guns to our endless supply of goggles, paint, loaders, tanks, and apparel. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner. Shop now at ansgear.com.
And here we go. San Diego Dynasty and XFactor throwing down. Score 1-0. XFactor played a flawless first point, and here goes San Diego Dynasty off the break. They got Oliver Lang, Glenn Takamoto, Brandon Short, Kyle Spica, and Blake Yarber on the field for him. Oh, looks like Kyle Spica trips and falls trying to get into Snake one off the break.
And he gets eliminated.
So not the way Kyle Spica wants to get his Chicago Open started.
You know, and it's unfortunate. I mean, it's what happens. I mean, you know, look at, getting the Snake right now.
Yeah, and XFactor gets Wake in the Snake, but he gets taken out, and then San Diego Dynasty loses Glenn Takamoto. Now Oliver Lang making his move. You're looking at the Dorito side 50-yard line right there.
And he gets eliminated, so that's 3 Dynasty players down. Looks like Colt Roberts is on that Dorito side, Chris.
Yeah, going down. He's a phenomenal player on that side of the field. Right now, you on the screen, you have Dynasty trying to hold it down in his back corner. I believe that's Brandon Short on your screen, locking down that Dorito side of the field, Maddie. And right there, you got Colt Roberts on that Dorito side. The 50 Dorito right there, making some work, shooting Brandon Short out on San Diego Dynasty. One player alive, just coming down and putting it on the last player. Colt Roberts having a game right there.
Yeah, good. Colt Roberts is solid, man. He is so solid. Colt Roberts got himself a 4-pack.
And that's 2 we've seen on that Dorito side. Kevin Rudolph.
I think that might be the 3rd one we've seen from over there. So
possibly.
Yeah.
I know we've seen 2.
We've seen 2 for sure. I think we saw one the first game.
Okay,
so
the DMG game.
Yeah, and basically what that says to us is that, yeah, the snake side's aggressive and important, and the center, we've seen a lot of guys go up that center. But wow, that Dorito side can really break things open. We've also seen a lot of chaos happen from over there when things start going down on the snake side, and then somebody sneaks through on the Dorito side, on that D side of the field, which is always the far side of the field when you look at the overhead shot. And the thing is that, you know, Dynasty, this is not the way they wanted to come out here against San Antonio XFactor, who knocked them out of the World Cup last year. But you know, Dynasty's been so dominant this year that, you know, they want to, you know, it's so hard to win 3 tournaments in a row, man. I mean, you guys have been on winning
level,
teams.
Man, it's hard. We did it a few years with that bunch, but it's
let's not say a few. It was a long time ago.
All right,
with our wheelchair and our crutches.
All right, so well, hey, the older I get, the better I was. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we're going to be right back here. Score 2-0 in favor of San Antonio XFactor. See you in a second. Back here, looking at San Antonio XFactor on your screen. Their squad for this point: Archie Montemayor, he's got 2 confirmed kills. They got Dixon Yang, Scott Kemp, Billy Bernaccia, and Grayson Goff, who are getting some spins out there. 18 minutes and 2 seconds left to go here in this game, so just got started, tons of time. Let's see if San Diego Dynasty can get back in this match here. You do not want to go down 3-0.
Yeah, you know, San Diego Dynasty on your screen, XFactor right there, getting ready for the breakout.
Yeah,
and it looks like we have a technical. Looks like we have a technical timeout on the field right now.
Yeah, so got ourselves a technical timeout, and it looks like we have Lauren down on the sidelines. Lauren, what do you got for us?
With Coach Paul Richards. What do you guys need to do to beat Dynasty? They're the one to beat this weekend.
Yeah, obviously they're #1 with 2 wins in a row. So we're glad we got them first. That way nobody gets a chance to scout anybody. And, you know, we're just fighting here to impose our will on them. And so far so good. But, I mean, Dynasty's the champ, so they'll be back.
All right. Well, like you said, so far so good. We'll see if they can keep it up.
So here we go on the breakout. XFactor, Billy Bernaccia gets chopped up trying to get into the snake. He gets taken out, and it looks like Dynasty losing 2 guys off the break.
3 on the break.
3,
they just cannot stay alive. 4.
And here looks like a major penalty.
Major penalty on, I think that was Alex Frazier.
I think it was Alex Frazier.
He's outside of his goggle there.
So not doing themselves any favor. San Diego Dynasty getting destroyed off the break here, and XFactor continuing to exert their will on the champion so far this year, who, you know, again, Dynasty winning 2 events and getting off to an incredibly slow start here against San Antonio XFactor.
Man, 3-0, and they're in a major. Not the way Dynasty wanted to start off, Chris.
No, and you know, it's very unusual for Alex Frazier to get a major penalty.
Yeah, he doesn't get a ton of penalties.
No, he doesn't.
And he's up in the chaos too.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of those guys. You see, Alex Frazier, though, did get a major penalty there. He's one of those guys that, you know, a lot of guys kind of transition in their careers from front players to mid players to back players, et cetera, But with Alex Frazier, he's been a front guy his entire career since he was 16 years old. Now he's 30. So that's really hard on your body. And we all know that the guy's been playing for a long period like that. It does wear on you, but for some reason, Frazier's still able to go, and he's still aggressive, and he's still one of the top in the game. Yeah, I mean, he was the finals MVP from the last event because of the first 3 points that he played, and he was able to, you know, be so dominant in the finals. Let's look at Alex Frazier's stats: 77th, you know, .55 kills per point, good survivability, for him as a front guy, starting 60% of the points and winning 63% of them. So, you know, Alex Frazier, though he's in the box right now, such a huge factor for Dynasty. But he's going to have to spend 2 minutes in there. Minor penalties are 1 minute, majors are 2. Minors come off the board if you lose the point. Majors, you got to do the whole entire 2 minutes.
You know, Steve, if you're XFactor right now, you're up 3-0. They have a major, 1 minute and 34 seconds left. Do you try to capitalize aggressively, or do you play this a little smart and try to get a 4th point slow?
Play it smart, get a quick elimination, see what side of the field is, and then go. Don't get too crazy because, hey, you're still playing 2-time champions here this year so far. So if you're XFactor, get that key elimination. And what they've been doing to Dynasty so far, these first 3 points, is Dynasty can't stay alive. I mean, they're just not making their bunkers.
Like I can't, other than that flaw, I can't even dissect what's going on because they're just not even getting to the second half of the point, you know? They're just getting destroyed off the break, got a penalty. It's just looking really bad for Dynasty right now.
You know, here's Ryan Greenspan. Look at the split screen breakout, XFactor on your left, Dynasty on the right.
Here we go on the split screen breakout. Let's see if Dynasty can get out alive. XFactor doing such a good job of shooting people off the break that they lose the rookie, Dimitri Munoz, and he walks off early, and as does Grayson Goff. And Alex Martinez, he gets shot as well. It's just Zach Wake and Colt Roberts.
Oh, Colt Roberts actually took one too.
Took two of them.
So it's a 2-on-1 right now. Zach Wake taking on, I think, Ryan Greenspan.
And Chris, if Zach Wade can't win this game right away, do you keep them in the box as Paul
You know
Richards?
what? I would almost say, yeah, keep him in the box. Because what Ryan Greenspan's going to do is he's going to sit there with Oliver.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Brandon Short, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Brandon Short. And Brandon Short and Ryan Greenspan are the last players left alive here for Dynasty, trying to push into Zach Wake. So let's see if Zach Wake can pull off a 2-on-1 here to put his team up 4-0, or Dynasty should be able to close this point out here. As you, I mean, wow.
Unless at this point now, coach is probably playing for, hey, if my player can come out, it'll be 2-on-2 and see what happens. I guess he didn't. I guess he pulled it.
Well, XFactor is going to concede that point, blow the horn. You're allowed to concede the point. If it's not looking like it's going your way, just like in a fight, you can throw the towel in for that particular point and save the time. That's the thing. But honestly, well, I was going to say, there's still so much time left. That's kind of one of those questions. Do you want to let it play out, give your player the chance, you're up points? Because if you concede, you're going to lose it anyway. Well, I mean, we could argue it all day long, but they did blow the horn. So we got ourselves a 2-point match, 16 minutes and 4 seconds left to go. We'll be right back. We're back here, 2013 PSP Chicago Open at CPX, brought to you by Paintball Access. I'm Matty Marshall with Steve Rabakoff and Chris Lasoya, and we got ourselves a 2-point game. San Antonio XFactor and Dynasty. XFactor up. Looks like we have Tyler Harmon on the sidelines with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I'm here with Tyler Harmon. Now, you guys are down, but we know not to underestimate you when you're down. What do you need? What do you guys need to change up to make sure you get those points?
Well, right now they're shooting us off the break, and we just need to, arrive alive in our bunkers and make sure that we make effective bumps, because they're getting up the field a lot faster than us. So we need to chop this side down on the Doritos. They're coming pretty fast.
All right. Well, it looks like we got 15 seconds. We'll see if they get this point.
Yeah.
There's Yosh Rao right there, one of the best back players ever. Along with Ryan Greenspan and Brandon Short. Over here, going to be running towards the snake side. Those two guys, right-hand portion of your screen, Short and Greenspan.
Still 30 seconds left in that major penalty, unfortunately, and it looks like Brandon Short got shot in the back by his own player.
Oh, and Ryan Greenspan got eliminated as you say that, so let's see.
Yeah.
He did stay alive, so.
Yeah, well, that's good. They needed him over because Ryan Greenspan taking the walk right behind him. But coming down the Dorito side of the field, now you got right there on their heels already, Matty. You see at the top side of your screen, XFactor making the next bump up to that 50 Dorito any second.
Oh, but Colt Roberts gets taken out on the Dorito side.
Here comes Alex Frazier, see if he gets out.
And he makes it out clean. So 2 players over on the snake side of the field for Dynasty, Frazier and Short. And here comes Billy Bernaccia. You're looking at that Dorito side in the center right now, but on the snake side, we have Billy Bernaccia at the 50-yard line. And there, that move was made. Look at the Billy Bernaccia. Let's check out the angles that he has here. You see that He's going to have a back if he can get a shot cross field, and he
Oh,
does.
he
Look at
does.
that nice shot
Shoots
cross
Yosh
field
Rao.
on Rao. And now Shorty ran in short. He gets shot trying to push aggressively forward into the snake. He's going to walk off. Just Alex Frazee left alive over here on the snake side.
Actually, they also have a far player on the other side of the field, Matty.
Oh.
So both corners.
Uh-oh,
Well, look at this
there's
move
a
down the Doritos.
Oh, huge move by Dalton Vanderbilt. He makes it all the way in there. I don't know if he made it alive, though.
He totally
is.
made it alive.
Oh, Dalton Vanderbilt tearing it up over on the Doritos side of the field, but he ends up getting taken out. But does that take it to a one-on-one?
It's a 2-on-1. Oh, Dixon, I think Dixon Yang just gets eliminated, so now it's 1-on-1.
So Billy Bernaccia is breaking paint right now. Alex Frazee had come out of the box. Dramatic moments here. Going down on the snake side. Let's see who's going to win this one-on-one battle here between Alex Frazee and Billy Bernaccia. And look at that. Alex Frazee steps right up, blows Billy Bernaccia's top of his loader off, and is going to come out of the box and win the point. And we got ourselves a one-point match with 14:08 left to go. That's composure on Frazee's part right there.
Right.
That was solid right there, Chris.
Dalton Vanderbilt won that point for these guys.
$1,000,000%.
And you know what?
Both guys were looking inside.
Yep.
No one, like, the rule is, Christian, you know this, guys at the front of Dorito, he's shooting across. You got to cover his back.
Yeah, for sure.
You cannot shoot inside. And Dalton took advantage of it, saw that, and said, I'm going down. No one's going to stop me.
Let's look at this replay. Dalton Vanderbilt over here on the Dorito side. He cuts in, cuts out, takes the first guy out. Colt Roberts had already got shot out of there. And then he takes out the stand-up player as well. So like you said, Chris, Dalton won on that point. Obviously, you got to give Frazee the props for winning that one-on-one. But here it is from the opposite angle. Completely surprises the 50 Dorito. And you got to watch over your guys.
You know, and Dalton, pretty good timing right there.
Beautiful timing.
You know, he got a 4-pack on that point. You know, and he's, like you said, man, I think we're going to consistently see people running down those Doritos and breaking open games that they're losing.
Because everyone watching back home, there's no coaching on that sideline over there. It's
yeah, there's no coaching on the pit side. You are allowed to. We can't stop the fans from screaming. So there is coaching over here on the stands on the grandstand side. And we're going to be right back. Super close match. 1 point separates these two teams. XFactor still up 1. We'll see you in a second. All right, we are back. Just about a couple seconds for the start of this point. Here we go. Can Dynasty tie it up, or is XFactor going to put a 2-point margin between them and the winners of the first 2 events here, the third stop of the PSP Tour, here a little outside of Chicago, Illinois?
So it looks like Dynasty and XFactor lose 1 on the break, and Dynasty's lost just another player. Looks like Spica, so
Players go.
they're just
taking
falling
the walk
off the field here, Chris.
Everybody's just taking the walk everywhere. You know, right now it's 3-on-3. You got Todd Morrow, Demetrius, Ninos. Actually, the only 2 players live. Zach Wake actually taking the walk as well. Looks like 3-on-2 in favor of Taking Dynasty. Oliver Lang, Blake Yarborough, and Glenn Takamoto for Dynasty.
Yeah, and not a lot of kills from those 3. Oliver's got 1, Blake's got 1, Glenn's got 0.
You know, you got Oliver Lang right there shooting across the field. You know, always a player to deal with. Probably one of those players also that can break a game open at any time. So it looks like it's going to be 1 player left for XFactor.
Yeah, not much Todd could do with that player.
No, he was in the position.
Past couple seasons, Todd hasn't got a lot of points played under his belt. But the points, the spins he does get, when you look at his numbers, he's consistent, he's good. But he's not getting the playing time that he probably wants to get. But we've seen him pull some points out there. But, you know, again, this is all decided in practice. You know, who shows up, who's playing well. I mean, how else can you go off of it, honestly? So, Todd, last guy left alive. It wasn't much he could do. Nope. So Glenn Takamoto going to hang that flag up with Oliver Lang there, and he's going to get scoured over by the refs.
And here it is. We had XFactor up 3-0, and now it's tied 3-3. So you can't let your guard down against Dynasty, because then you know they're not giving up.
Well, Dynasty has already had a dramatic comeback win this year already. When they beat Infamous And when you look at the stats on that 3-0 spread, when one team goes up 3 points on the other team, it's really scary. It's like 8%. And it looks like we have Lauren Kelly down on the sidelines with Blake Yarber from San Diego Dynasty.
Hey guys, we are down here in the Dynasty pit. I'm here with Blake Yarber. Blake, what was running through your mind when you were down on the Dorito side and you knew you had a chance to tie it up?
I just wanted to stay alive and communicate to the guys behind me, let them know what's going on so that they can come and support me and let me know, what we need to do to push the field to get that win. That's the most important part.
Communication is important. They have a minute. We'll see who takes the lead.
Blake's a great pickup for San Diego Dynasty. Great attitude on that guy.
He is a great guy.
Down
100%.
to grind.
Yeah.
And when you talk about the hardest working teams in paintball at the beginning of the year, we have been talking about how the Ironmen looked like they were the hardest working team just because of the time. And now everyone's working hard. Yeah, but you got to give that hardest working team in paintball. And Dynasty kind of had a chip on their shoulders about it because they were putting in so many hours. These guys wake up, head to the field super early. They stay there till dark. And Rusty Glaze is a taskmaster. He's got a list of exactly what drills they're going to run, what they need to work on. And Rusty Glaze has done such an amazing job of guiding Dynasty since he stepped off the field, put the gun down, picked up the clipboard, and it really has paid dividends for that squad. And I think it kind of comes from Rusty having been such, first of all, a top-level player for so long.
He learned from us, all of us sitting up here.
Mm-hmm.
And we picked him up with the helicopter hat.
I was just going to say that.
When I first said, hey, I want that kid to join Avalanche, these guys laughed at me. I said, no, this kid's good, but he had a helicopter hat on, a hat with a helicopter spinning.
Yeah, and go to Paintball Access and check out the interview that we did last week with Rusty Glaze. Really breaks down what's been successful for him coaching Dynasty to 2 wins this season so far.
And Ryan Greenspan getting at the mix. Now, that's one thing we haven't seen on a Dynasty this whole game. Losing Yaush Rao, unfortunately, in the back, but look at Ryan Greenspan in the middle up there, shutting down the Dorito side, Steve.
Yeah, I think they just got a little surprised there, XFactor, and didn't realize he was there, so he knows he's there now. I think, is that Colt on the Dorito?
Yeah, and Ryan Greenspan's one heck of a shot, man. He knows what's going on.
Good. And how did he make that move?
I don't know.
How did he get on that move?
Okay, I eat my words right there.
Okay, wow.
But good job by his back players right now, shooting across the field. I think that was Alex Frazee taking up the slack for Ryan Greenspan, and also Billy Bernaccia taking the walk for San Antonio XFactor.
Tyler Harmon just gets eliminated going to the snake corner here, so. It's 3-on-3 here.
Actually, here comes Dynasty down the field with 1 minute left. And San Diego Dynasty is going to take this point. Look like as long as that flag hanging is clean.
Wow, here comes San Diego Dynasty.
Yep. Yeah. So if the flag hang is clean, it's going to take a 4-3 lead. And what I mean by clean hang is the player that hangs the flag has got to get checked out by the referees. In order for the point to be good, there cannot be any paint on the person or on the gun marking a hit. If there is a dirty hang, it's automatically no point for either team, and they just come out like the game never happened.
Dalton Vanderbilt's really stepping up right now. And also Ryan Greenspan. Dalton Vanderbilt, 7 confirmed kills so far. Ryan had 1 that last point. And let's check it out. Ryan Greenspan has been the People's Choice MVP 2 events in a row. And dominating that vote, too. Like, it's not even close. Because he's so consistent. Ryan very rarely gets shot stupid. He doesn't make dumb moves. He's probably, if you were to ask all of the paintball coaches that are in the world, who would you want out there if you're playing for $1 million? One of their first picks would be Ryan Greenspan. And we're going to be right back. Let's see if San Antonio XFactor can get back into it. See you in a second. Yeah, we're back 4-3, Chris.
But there's still time, man. I mean, there's 59 seconds left in this game. Quickest point.
10 minutes.
I'm sorry, 10 minutes left in the game. there's a lot of game left in both these teams. I like this back and forth play. They're both playing really, really well.
Remember, Dynasty's here on this 4-0 run right now. Like,
yeah, and
XFactor's just make crazy moves here.
We need we need more production out of Zach Wake. 1 confirmed kill for him. Colt Roberts is doing work. He's got 6. But San Antonio XFactor coming out smashing 3 unanswered, but then Dynasty rears back.
Major penalty.
For their own. Major penalty on,
Colt.
I think that was it, Colt Roberts.
Yes, unfortunately, and pulling them. That could be the nail in the coffin for these guys, Maddie.
Well, we'll see. Can they try to tick that time off the clock as Dynasty pushing down that Dorito side? You're looking at Zach Wake. Look at, he's trying to shoot towards that Dorito side. Here's the line, and they lose Todd Moore out of the back. Zach Wake gets dominated by, is that Oliver Lang, and then wears a bunch extra from.
And Zach Wake also pulling a major penalty right there.
There's no, you got shot cleanly. Take it like a man and get off, right?
And he definitely deserved that major penalty right there, without question.
Well, with Wake, it's one of those things that Wake is very talented. The knock against him is penalties.
Good for him on that one.
You know, penalties killed Zach Wake.
Yeah, they switched it back to a major. So.
No, it was. I saw a red flag fly. You know, and let's watch this replay, Maddie. Talk us through it.
Well, there's Oliver Lang, and he sees the situation. Great field vision. Jumps, runs the highway, and there is Zach Wake. Yeah, and you can see Oliver's like, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" And then he catches a bunch extra from the back player. And referee got that call. Let's look at it from this angle. Much better angle here.
Oliver shoots him in the gun.
Yeah, he shot him, and then he put that other stream down that side of the field.
Right.
Oh, and there's your red flag. Almost looks like a CGI red flag.
That's something you really don't want to see, and I mean it's very unfortunate.
Well, that was a close one. That was pretty close. That could have gone either way.
Right.
That could have been minor or major. But that's one of those things, though. If you're a guy that's known for getting penalties, you don't get much of benefit of the doubt. Yeah. It's just the way it is. All right, so
take the hit, walk off.
Yeah, especially in that situation. But so Dynasty now 5-3 here, 5 unanswered points for the team that's won 2 events so far. Let's check in with the XFactor pits with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, down here with Scott Kemp. Scott, you guys had the lead there for a while, but now you're down 2. What's your strategy going into this point to make sure you can get that point?
Well, strategy's kind of changed right now because we got 2 majors, so we got 2 people in the box. Right now, we just want to get them out of the box, and we need to score a point. We won 3 in a row, and then they just won 5 in a row, so they kind of took our momentum. We were kind of going too fast, I think. But right now, we just need to kill this penalty, both of them.
We'll see how it goes.
So they're on the breakout, just 3 bodies for XFactor, but they get all 3 bodies out alive. They didn't shoot anybody, though. Dynasty still with 5 strong and a 2-point lead. Good cross-field spread for San Diego Dynasty. You're still looking at XFactor on your screen with 9 minutes and 54 seconds to go. And those penalty clocks are running 1:05 on one, 1:34 on the other.
And if like you said, if XFactor can just stay alive a little bit longer and try to kill out these penalties, you never know, man.
You know, Tyler Harmon on your screen there a second ago, and there's XFactor lined up on all the back bunkers, trying to whittle down these penalties, Maddie.
Yeah, well, that's XFactor is in straight time kill mode right now with 9:25. If they get these guys out of the box, they'll be back at full strength. And but it looks like Grayson Goff catches a few.
You know, down to 2 players now. 30 seconds left on one penalty, 1 minute left on the other. Tyler Harmon making moves in front of your screen right now, going through the snake.
It's pretty impressive how small Tyler can get, considering he's about 6'2 and a half.
Yeah, he is. And XFactor losing another player now, and also losing their last player, Archie Montemayor, unfortunately.
And look at the heads-up play from Ryan Greenspan. As soon as he realizes that last guy's dead, he sprints towards the flag, grabs it, runs it in as fast as he can, preserving as much time on that penalty clock as possible. And because there was only 6 seconds left on one of them. So good heads-up play by Ryan Greenspan. So Dynasty now 1 point away from taking this victory here, and 6 unanswered points from San Diego Dynasty, really stepping it up here. And we're going to be right back after this.
What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball?
The Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball?
I
Россия – это страна с очень сложными погодными условиями.
Not only is the Spire smaller and lighter than the competitors,
The Spire is designed to take the toughest abuse that paintball puts out and keep feeding no matter how bad your paint or weather gets.
with a true 200 round capacity, it holds more paint as well. Not only is it easier to take apart, but more importantly, it's easier to put back together. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
We are back here, 2013 PSP Chicago Open. Matty Marshall alongside Steve Rabikoff and Chris Lasoya, and we're watching Dynasty just come back in a very interesting turn of events, and able to score 6 unanswered, and they are 1 point away from victory here. Well, let's check up. Let's talk about this next game coming up though. Los Angeles Ironman taking on Omaha Vicious. And it's going to be Vicious's second game of the day. Ironman's first. Ironman really looking to prove themselves at this event. Underperforming so far this year. Stellar lineup. They have 2 of the best players in the world on that team, Marcelo Margot and Alex Goldman. And then Vicious, who played pretty good in their first matchup against Infamous.
They did.
That's going to be a good game.
They gave them a good run this morning. They had their chances, and just I think inexperience caught up with them a little bit. Chris.
Yeah, you know, these guys right here really brought it back the second half of this game. Oliver Lang on your screen. You know, all these guys are top professional paintball players, and it shows why right here. You know, also right there, Kyle Spica taking the walk. You see XFactor also losing a couple bodies.
Look at this, look at this. So Oliver Lang running through. Oh, he almost got to the back line, but ended up getting shot by Billy Bernaccia. And it looks like they also lost Kyle Spica as well. So 3 bodies left alive for Dynasty, 3 for San Antonio XFactor. They are about to get another body out of that penalty box in 8 seconds. Can somebody get in position to shoot the box, though?
You know, and they also lose Brandon Shorts on your screen. Look at Billy Bernaccia getting in the snake for XFactor. Huge move right there, big point. And a great move. Look at Billy Bernaccia getting down the field and shooting across the field right there on Gleg Takamoto.
And that's how Billy got paintball famous, man. Billy got famous because of his explosive play on the snake side of the field and his ability to take a lot of ground when he sees it. So he's playing real nice in here and playing real tight. He's got this whole side open. Let's see if he can pick up this move made by Glenn Takamoto. He does.
You know, and Glenn, he's really good at plugging holes like that, you know, when it comes down to it. On your screen right there, Billy getting as low as possible, shooting at the top of your screen, top left side. You see Glenn Takamoto, and then in the 50 Dorito, you also have Dynasty locking down that side of the field as well.
And you think Zach Waken here, let's see what's going on with Dynasty here. They're making that move.
Yeah, Blake Yarber makes a move past the 50-yard line, tries to get onto Dynasty's side, not able to do it. He gets chopped up. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's Colt. No, yeah, that was Blake Yarber.
So I like Dynasty wanting to come out and try to finish this game quick.
Yeah.
And going for it, but now it's 6-4. There's 7 minutes left, and now XFactor's at 5.
Well, you know, they had a little wiggle room on that point because they're up by 3 points, you know.
Right. No, I like it. I get it.
Give some a shot, and now I think they're going to go back and say, hey, let's get a little more serious. Let's get this last point and get out of this game right now.
7 minutes to play. The score 6-4. We got ourselves a game here as XFactor finally, as we look in their pits. Their coach Ryan Brand. Got Colt Roberts right there. And getting some intel in the next play. But this is, I was expecting, I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting XFactor to come out, blow Dynasty out, blow the doors off them for the first 3 points. Then Dynasty comes back, scores 6 unanswered, puts it on them, and XFactor fighting back here. And now at least the penalties are cleared off the board. So penalties have definitely been a factor in this tournament thus far.
XFactor.
Yeah.
Sorry. But.
And we are here at beautiful CPX Sports Park in Joliet, Illinois, a little outside of Chicago, one of the best fields in the entire world. Man, they got everything here. They have literally $1 million town that was it's like a set of a movie with wrecked cars, and it's pretty crazy. They also have one of the best big games that actually just happened a couple weeks ago in the Living Legends. So, you know, if you get a chance to, if you're in this area, or even if you want to do some paintball tourism, this is one of those. It's like SC Village out on the West Coast. Challenge Park Extreme. There's just certain fields that are these iconic, long-standing fields that just have amazing, super fun, like dream-like terrain for you to play if you really love the game.
Yeah, the field out here is just flat, nice green grass. Just look at the field. PSP did a really good job of setting up everything here, and it's just overall one of the better tournaments that I love coming to.
Well, Chicago's always the second biggest event of the year. It's to me the second most important one to win because it's the midway through the season. All the teams that were snow locked during the winter, there's no excuse now. They've had lots of time to be able to get outdoors and get their level of play up, and everyone's starting to their lines are starting to gel. Everyone's starting to kind of find their form, and so historically, the two hardest tournaments to win in the world are the Chicago Open, and the World Cup is the hardest tournament to win. So those are kind of like, if you do get those wins, you get that kind of patch, you get that check mark off your paintball bucket list. And there's over 200 teams here. We got the UWLs going on Saturday and Sunday. There's 20 teams in UWL, and that UWL field, we'll have information about what's happening at that event filtering in throughout Saturday and Sunday's competition. But man, as soon as I saw that field, I was like, I really want to play this field.
That thing looks gnarly.
It looks great. I love it.
These people are going to just get shot in the neck all day long.
I miss.
Yeah, there it is right there, actually. We get that shot. It's basically it's like an old school mounds field. So they created these mounds, which are natural bunkers, and then over time, you've had the greenery grow up, the shrubs and the grass grow up around it, which has just created just a beautiful, tons of options, amazing woods ball field, and the UWL is going to be happening on that starting tomorrow morning.
Hey, if you guys notice at all while we're sitting up here in the background and all the fields are playing, because we've got numerous fields behind us. You see all the flags that are flying up in the air? Have you guys seen that?
I haven't seen that.
I'm just seeing red flags and yellow flags just behind there.
I'm getting
just going up.
I'm getting flashbacks. No, but what a good game here right now. San Diego Dynasty really putting it on this second half. Still 7 minutes left in this game, though. Plenty of time left for San Antonio XFactor to come back.
Yeah, and the stars, the standouts from this match for these two teams have got to be Dalton Vanderbilt for San Diego Dynasty with his 8 confirmed kills, and Colt Roberts for San Antonio XFactor with 6. But Archie's got 4, and Billy Bernacchi has got 4.
Right there, XFactor is 4-on-3 right now in favor of XFactor. Oh, 4-on-2. Ryan Greenspan at number 7, Ryan Greenspan and Tyler Harmon.
And Alex Frazee just got eliminated, so they're down to 2 Dynasty players here.
So here comes San Antonio XFactor trying to get back in this match here, put another point on the board, make it a 1-point game, but Colt Roberts gets taken out by Ryan on that Dorito side.
And Dixon Yang just sticks his head out and gets one clipped right in the head, and you got to play tight.
Well, looks like we got a little quick insight from the coach, Ryan Brand from San Antonio XFactor, as they're trying to come back here. Looks like they're going to do it. What do you got for us?
Hey guys, down here with Ryan Brand, coach of XFactor. It looks like during this play you guys ran it super aggressive. Is that what you're going to do to try to get points on this board?
Yeah, I mean, now we're just 1 behind. I think we're hanging the flag right now, so we're going to put something together real quick and then bring it back to them. We got to bring it big.
All right, we'll see what they do.
This game has been a game of streaks.
3-0,
6-1 by Dynasty, and now 2-0 for XFactor. So 6-5.
Well, these are all top-level teams. I mean, all these teams, even the Challenger division was fantastic to watch this morning, and all these teams are top-level pro teams in my mind.
Well, these teams, this is not the first time they've played each other. They've actually played each other 13 times in the last 7 years, and Dynasty's won 7 of those with XFactor winning 6. They've never got it to overtime, and when these teams match up, the point spread is 3-5 either way. So this is actually one of the closer games that these two teams have played historically, and who's going to win remains to be seen, as XFactor has stolen the momentum back from Dynasty, who stole it from XFactor in the beginning. 6 minutes and 7 seconds left to go.
Bunch of thieves around here.
Momentum thieves.
Well,
this point here, 6-5. Those guys are walking out, and I guarantee both coaches no penalties.
Yeah.
Absolutely 0.
Yeah, it's 0 penalties so far. Well, at least the past couple points. So also, you're going to want to sign up early for the West Coast Open. Every event so far this year has sold out, and the West Coast is now going to host a PSP event for the first time in a few years. So the 2013 PSP West Coast Open, August 16th to the 18th. It's going to be held at the A.B. Brown Sports Complex in Riverside, California, a little east of Los Angeles. So go to pspevents.com. Get your team into the fight. And like I said, sign up early. Not only it's the spots are limited, to be honest. You know, over 200 teams at this event. So
and especially being on the West Coast,
there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be hungry to play, play a PSP event.
They had an event come out there for so the guys that can't travel, they're going to sign up real quick.
So here we go, split screen breakout. Dynasty on your right, XFactor on your left. 6 minutes and 4 seconds to go. Oliver Lane getting taken out off the break for Dynasty. Here comes XFactor, pushing up past the 50-yard line. It's Colt Roberts, and it looks like he gets a shot on Kyle Spica. So just Brandon Short left alive, pretty much in the center of the field, and they're going to have to, XFactor, so Dynasty's going to have to take out Colt Roberts, and they do finally get him, but not before some damage is done.
Yeah, but now on the flip side, Billy Bernacchi on the middle of your screen has something to contend with across the field. He's shooting across the field right now. There is a San Diego Dynasty player in the 50 Dorito on the far side of the field. Billy getting clipped on your screen as you saw right there. What a good play by XFactor. They could have had that. They had it.
Just a little bit too fast, I think.
Good composure, though.
Good composure from Dynasty. Very good composure from Dynasty as they took a blow up the center, but were able to maintain and then eventually spin around that momentum within the point. Good job by Brandon Short and Blake Yarber to stay alive, see what needed to be done, get it done, and ultimately take this victory, because as Blake hangs this up in this race to 7, that will be 7 points for Dynasty, so it looks like they're going to take this one 7-5.
And what a good game, though. I mean, overall, great team playing on both teams' players' parts. Dynasty just edging them out just a little bit. At the end of the day, they came out on top,
Yeah, they did. So the next game up coming at you, Los Angeles Ironmen are going to play their first one here at the Chicago Open. Vicious going to be playing their second game as they lost an early one to Los Angeles Infamous. And now with the Ironmen, how well are Marcelo Margot and Alex Goldman and the rest of the crew from the Los Angeles Ironmen, how well are they going to play at this event? Are they going to step up and finally become the team that everyone has predicted that they're going to be? Well, we will find out in a little bit. Can Vicious come back and get a victory themselves? We'll see. We'll see in just a few minutes.
There are massive opportunities, both for the sport of paintball and for your business, if we are successful in taking our sport to another level. Unite with Paintball Access in our quest to elevate paintball and broadcast it to the world. There are advertising packages available for any size business. Join us. Advertise with PBA and help us change the sport for the better, forever.
Down here with Ryan Greenspan from Dynasty. You guys just beat XFactor in a pretty close match there. Now, there seems to be a pattern here where you let the other team get pretty far ahead and then you make a comeback. Why do you think that keeps happening?
Well, to be honest, we're entertainers now these days, so we're trying to put on a good show for everybody watching. Everybody wants to see a really good, entertaining match and a grinder, so that's what we're doing for everybody. We go down 3 points. Plus, you guys are keeping stats now, so we want to be in that small statistical margin of being able to pull it back from 3-0.
So it's all strategy.
Yeah, it really is. And then we get to some more looks on the field, finding out where we can slide, this and that. It's all strategy here.
All right. Well, you have Ironman next, and you've said in previous interviews that you think they're your toughest competition. So what do you guys need to do?
The reason I say that is because those guys are all really hungry and fast, talented players. So what we got to do is just shoot them and kind of stop them from running down the field on us. But we don't know how they play on this one. This is a faster field, so hopefully our strategy on this one is a little different.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Rebuilt and rebooted for 2013, the LA Ironmen have loaded up a new program.